Assalamu alaikum everyone. So today we are going to present our assignment. It's our topic is culture, context, communication and power. So before we start, I would like to introduce our group member. First, me Muhammad Ikramul Bari from Bangladesh, Tausif Ahmed from India, Nugi Jilani from Indonesia, and Azman from Malaysia, Nabil from Malaysia.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Tausif Ahmed. Now I'm going to introduce what is culture. So there are several definitions of culture, from a pattern of perception which affect communication to a position where disagreement and conflicts occur. Since there are many acceptable definitions of culture, and since it is a difficult concept reflecting on the centrality of culture in our own interaction, intercultural communication is often seen as a core concept. Intercultural communication research also concentrates on the differentiation between cultural groups. So, for example, Muslim interculture look how Muslims are different from Christians and how Japanese are different from American. Now let's have a closer look at different definition of culture. Basically, there are three definitions of culture. First is social science definition, second is interpretive definition, and the last one is critical definition. So social science definition, actually this definition influenced by psychological research. Social science defines culture as a set of learning group related perception. The scholars from social science, they said the relationship between culture and communication is that culture influences communication. And the second definition is interpretive definition. Interpretive defines culture is a contextual symbolic pattern of interpretation, including feeling and emotion. Interpretive researcher inspired by anthropological research, they often see culture as exchanged and learned. However, they prefer to concentrate on specific trends of communication behavior rather than on group-related perception. The scholars from interpretive, they said the relationship between culture and communication is that culture influences communication and communication reinforces culture. And the last definition is critical definition. So critical definition is, they said culture as heterogeneous, dynamic and contested zone. This is more recent approach to culture. In this definition, influenced by culture studies, they emphasize the heterogeneity of cultural groups and often conflictual nature of cultural boundaries. For example, what is US culture? Is there any American culture? How many perceptions and beliefs and behaviors are actually shared among the many diverse people living in United States? The scholars from this critical, they said that the relationship between culture and communication is communication reshapes culture.
Okay, my name is Nugi Jailani, and now I'm going to be telling you about the relationship between communication and context. Context typically is created by the physical or social aspect of the situation in which communication occurs. For example, communication may occur in a classroom, a bar, or a church. In each case, the physical characteristic of the setting influence the communication. People communicate differently depending on the context. Context is neither static or nor objective, and it can be multi-layered. Context may consist of the social, political, and historical structures in which the communication occurs. Now we're going to touch one by one between the political, historical, and historical structures. First, the social context. The social context is determined on the societal level. For instance, the controversy over the Calvin Klein underwear ads in early 1990s that used underage as models. Many critics viewed the ads as equivalent to pedophilia. The controversy took place in social context in which pedophilia was seen as perverse or immoral. This meant that any communication that encouraged or fed that behavior or perspective, including advertising, was deemed wrong by the majority of observers. However, the pedophilia has not been considered wrong in all societies in all periods of history. To interpret the ads adequately, we would have to know something about the current feelings toward the meanings attached to pedophilia wherever the ads were displayed. Next, the political context in which communication occurs includes those forces that attempts to change or retain existing social structures and relations. For example, to understand the acts of protesters who throw blood and red paint on people who wear the fur coats, we must consider the political context. In this case, the political context would be the ongoing informal debates about animal rights and cruelty to animal farm for their pelts. In other locales or other eras, the protester communicative acts would not make sense or would be interpreted in other ways. We also need to examine the historical context of communication. For example, the meaning of a college degree depends in part of particular school's reputation. Why does a degree from Harvard communicate a different meaning than a degree from an obscure state university? Because Harvard's reputation relies on history, the large endowments given over the years, the important persons who have attended and graduated, and so forth.
Assalamu alaikum. So I am Muhammad Ikramul Bari. Now I am going to talk about the relationship between culture and communication. Actually, the relationship between culture and communication is quite complex. A logical approach assumes that culture and communication are interrelated and reciprocal. This is, culture influences communication, thus culture group influence the process by which the perception of the reality is proceeded and maintained. All communities in all places and all the time manifest their own view of the reality in what they do. The interculture reflects the contemporary model of reality. However, we might also say the communication helps create the culture reality of a community. Let's see how this reciprocal relationship work. So how culture influence the communication. Intercultural communication scholars use the broad framework from anthropology and psychology to identify the study culture differences in communication. Two of the most relevant were developed by anthropologists Colquhoun and Storvik, by the social psychologist Hofstede. Colquhoun and Storvik, value orientation researchers, they showed the studied contemporary Dane and the descendant of the Spanish colonist and European American. In the Southeast in colonist and European American. In the Southeast in 19th century. They emphasize the centrality of culture value in understanding culture groups. Value are the most felt belief shared by a cultural group. They reflect a shared perception of what ought to be and not what is. Equality. For example, is a value shared by many people in the United States of America. It refers to the belief that all humans are created equal. Even though We must acknowledge that in reality there are many differences such as in talent, intelligence or access to the material goods. Intercultural conflict are often caused by the differences in value orientation. For example, some people feel strong that is important to consider how things were done in past. For them, history and tradition help provide guidance. Value often conflict among participants in international assistance project, in which future-oriented individuals show a lack of respect of the traditional way of doing things. A conflict may be developed by power differentials, which US workers reward extremely individualistic relationship and doing behavior at expense of the more collaborative or equally productive. Let's look at their idea about the cultural groups. Colhorn and Stradvik suggested that members of cultural group must answer these following important questions. Number one, what is human nature? What is the relationship between human and nature? What is the relationship between humans? What is the preferred personality? What is the orientation toward times?
What is exactly communication? The communication is the process of interchanging information, ideas, feeling and opinion with or without the use of words. For example, signal. Another definition we can say about communication is the interaction between one person to another person. The process of communication starts from the sender encode on message by using a proper channel, for example, email, message and etc. to the receiver. The receiver decodes the feedback to the sender. The different categories include non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication covering body language, gestures, how we dress or act, and even our scent. Second, verbal communication. Verbal communication which include face-to-face, telephone, TV, television or radio and others. Written communication. Written communication which include email, Facebook, blog, message and other media.
The definition of language. The methods of human communication, either spoken or written, consisting the use of words in a structured and conventional way. Okay, let's talk about language. What is language? Language has a rule. Language is arbitrary. Language is representation and presentational. Language is abstract. Language organized and classify reality, and language shape perception. Secondly, we move through the critical perspective on language. This is a special problem. It is critical view on neoliberalism. In the second language is sometimes this hard time arising from our collective. Times Life report as language instructor, as researcher and as early profession scholar to deliver a message or information. What happened when a lack of communication? A lack of communication can ultimately lead to low moral because it's ineffective. Communication can create misunderstanding, missed opportunity and can creating a conflict.
I know gold is not enough.